spotted this poor kitten in a life-or-death situation. He was balancing on a thin bamboo stick right above a rushing river. He was so terrified, and one tiny slip would have swept him away in the current. Every second he stayed on that pole was a miracle, but we didn't give up. After a nerve-wracking rescue, we got him to safety. Look at him now. He's transformed into the happiest, most playful cat, and he'll never have to fight for his life again. Like and subscribe if you believe every life is worth saving. I was walking by the trash when I heard a desperate cry coming from inside a sealed bag. I couldn't believe my eyes. Someone had thrown away these tiny, helpless kittens like they were nothing. They were struggling to breathe and were incredibly weak. I knew their chances were slim, and for the first few days, it was a battle for their lives. But we didn't give up on them. Look at them now. They've grown into strong, happy kittens, and they finally found the love they always deserve. Like and subscribe if you believe every life deserves a second chance. I found these two abandoned puppies on the highway, and I couldn't believe my eyes. One of them had its mouth taped shut, and the other was in a coma, fighting for its life. The situation was critical, so we immediately untied the first one and provided emergency first aid and water. We rushed the smaller one to the hospital, fearing the worst. Luckily, they both survived and were finally able to eat their first real meal together. After a good bath and lots of care, they are now healthy and have a beautiful new home where they can play safely. Like and subscribe if you believe every animal deserves a second chance. I saw this poor fox trapped under the thick ice. I started breaking the ice, but every crack felt like it was taking forever. When actually pulled him out, he was freezing and barely moving. I rushed him home, dried him off, and gave him all the warmth he needed. For a long time, I wasn't sure if he would recover. But then, a miracle happened. He didn't just survive, he became my best friend, and even bonded with my dog. He eventually returned to the wild, but he never forgot us. Like and subscribe if you believe every animal deserves a second chance. I thought it was just another bag of trash on the side of the road, but then I saw it move. My heart stopped when I realized someone had intentionally tied it shut with a living soul inside. This poor puppy was seconds away from suffocating in the heat. But don't look away yet, because his transformation is about to melt your heart. After being rescued from that dark nightmare, he finally knows what it feels like to be loved. He went from being thrown away to finding a family that will never let him go. Like and subscribe if you believe no animal should ever be treated like this. This puppy was so terrified that his first reaction was to try and bite us. He had spent for months abandoned on the streets, and his eyes were full of pain. We gave him a bath, treated his wounds, and showed him he was finally safe in a warm bed. But what I didn't expect was how fast love would heal his tiny heart. After only 9 days, he finally learned to trust again and showed us his first smile. Adoption saves lives. Subscribe if you believe every dog deserves a home. I was walking by the trash when I heard a desperate cry coming from inside a sealed bag. I couldn't believe my eyes. Someone had thrown away these tiny, helpless puppies like they were nothing. They were struggling to breathe and were incredibly weak. I knew their chances were slim, and for the first few days, it was a battle for their lives. But we didn't give up on them. Look at them now. They've grown into strong, happy dogs, and they finally found the love they always deserve. Like and subscribe if you believe every life is worth saving. I found this puppy alone on the road and I couldn't just leave him there. At first, he looked like a regular dog, but his behavior was very intense from day one. As he grew, his size and strength really started to surprise us. We finally discovered the truth. He wasn't a dog at all. He was actually a wild wolf. Subscribe if you think he is beautiful. This poor baby fox was trapped under the ice and had no strength left to escape. I pulled him out of the freezing water and didn't let go of him for a second. A warm bath and some food literally brought him back to life. He even started playing with toes like nothing ever happened. That night, he chose to sleep right by my side. Subscribe if you believe love can save any soul. I found this tiny kitten in a ditch. Every life is worth saving.